Well, that is unbelievable. What an absolute disaster today has been. Good morning YouTube, and welcome back to the channel. This morning we're off to Alakanti. We're going to go and visit some bike shops. So we've just left La Marina and we're going to ride up through the salt flats past Santa Pola, up past Gran Alicante, and then down into Alakanti. Well, as you can see, it's another glorious day on the south Costa Blanca. It's 23 degrees. It's a little bit windy though, so we'll probably feel the wind when we go across the salt flats here because it's very open. There's a lot of traffic on the road today as well. Yeah, very busy. Obviously, one good thing about being on a motorbike is you can overtake the cars and make some progress. And that's one of the many watchtowers that they have along the coast. You used to watch out for the Moors when they used to come across. That one was restored recently, so it's in quite good condition. Now we're just coming up to Santa Pola and you can see all the salt stacks. So in these lakes all around us is where they make the salt. So they flood these little lakes with the seawater, and then the sun evaporates the water away and it's left with the salt deposits, and then they scrape it all up, pile it up into these mounds, and then from here it's shipped all over the world. They use it they refine it for salt for your house, or they go up into Norway and to other Scandinavian countries they put on their roads. Well, that's the road that takes you down to the lighthouse of Santa Pola and the Sky Bridge. There's a video of that on the channel if you want to go and check it out. I'll put a link somewhere on the screen, probably up here somewhere. A nice view up here of the airport. That's the airport up in the distance. I think one of the reasons it's so busy today is it's a local holiday in Elche and Rojales. So I think everyone's trying to get to the beaches. It's a nice day, sun shining. Yeah, we're just going to come round by the airport. This is the quickest way to get in. Otherwise you have to go through all the front of Alakanti, down the seafront, which is really chock-a-block. So we just come around the airport, nip onto the motorway, down a couple of junctions, and then we go down the road into Alakanti, where most of the bike garages and car garages etc. seem to be based. And we're on the right side of the road as well, going this way. Just been past the airport. Now we're getting on the A70, which is like a ring road I suppose, that goes around Alakanti. Just a couple of junctions If I remember correctly, I think it's the market one that we have to come off at. Merc de Alicante. That's it, junction 21. We want junction 21B. There's this tiny little slip road here that we got to come off at, so we've just got to nip in the traffic. And then this is the road that takes you into Alicante where all the bike shops are, and hopefully they're going to be open. Well, there's the Harley Davidson dealer. This road's quite good. They've got all the major bike brands down here. So you've got Harley Davidson, Suzuki, Honda, KTM, Aprilia, Triumph, all down this road. The only one that's not is Yamaha, which seems to be in the town for some reason. So the first stop for us is going to be the Honda garage and Suzuki garage, which is just here. If we can get in somewhere. Can I get in? I'll park down the side there. So next stop is Moto Outlet, which is a big store here in Alicante that has, well, as the name suggests, it's an outlet shop for motorcycle clothes and accessories, which is just up here on the right hand side. Better not overtake the postie and cut him up. Don't think he'd appreciate that. Here we go. Well, we're in Motor Outlet. They've got a power cut. You can't see hardly anything. Successful. The electric has gone everywhere. The traffic lights are all out. And I filmed a little bit in there, but as you can see, it was completely in darkness. Couldn't really see anything. Right, so we're going to get back on the motorway and we're going to head towards San Vicente. And we're going to go to the shopping outlet. Welcome to the designer outlet. Well, the bike parking used to be, oh here it is, it's just here. Not very big spaces, no. Disaster. It appears the electric is out here as well. None of the shops are open. So, plan B, whatever that is. Looks like the whole of the north of Alicante is out of electric. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. Wow, that's a nightmare. We've just ridden through San Vicente. Everything's shut. All the supermarkets are closed. The restaurants are shut. Because they've got no electric. So plan B, we're going to head for Plaza Mar, a shopping centre in Alicante near the coast, and see if they've got any electricity. But all in all, so far today, it's not been very successful. It's not a part of Alicante we see very often. Yeah, there's nothing open. Yeah, I think everyone's trying to leave Alakanti because there's no electric, nothing's open. Yeah. Well, it looks like we're giving up on Gun Alicante as well. The N332 heading back is just a standstill. It's an absolute nightmare. The traffic up there has just stopped. So we're going to go the back way home, which is a nice little road. So this is a CV851. It runs parallel, almost parallel to the N332. Not many people seem to know about this road. Everyone's stuck on the N332, whether they're coming from the airport, coming out of Alicante, I don't know. But as you can see, there's very little traffic on this road. Okay, we've got a few cars in front of us, but we're moving. We're at the speed limit. So it's quite a nice little road, this. This is a nice little road. I'm still on the CV851. Yeah, if you're in the Alicante area and you're heading south, if you're heading particularly sort of heading down towards Torrevieja, I'd definitely recommend this road. N332 tends to get really busy. This is a nice little road. As you can see, there's hardly any traffic on it, and it's not really that much further. And now we're on the CV855. The CV855, and to the right of us, this is the Parque Natural del Fondo, big natural park, lots of wild birds. Yeah, I'll insert some pictures. We have been, there's some nice cycle routes actually, and hiking routes around the park. There is a visitor centre also, but it covers quite a big area. Well, quick update. We've just got home after our disastrous shopping in Alakanti, where all the electric's out, and it appears the electric's out in the whole of the country. We just stopped off a little shop in the village, and the lady said there's a national outage, and we've just got home and we've got no electric, and there's no telephone signals. We can't connect to the internet. It's very strange. So we'll keep you updated. So final update for today. It's almost 10 o'clock. We've had no electricity here in Spain since about 1 o'clock this afternoon. We've had some messages come through in the last hour. Some relatives back in the UK have told us they've seen it on the news that Spain and Portugal and other parts of Europe have had some major power outages. But slowly coming back on. We can see out of our window, we can see over to Orihuela direction, and they've got some lights on. But where we're living at the moment, it's really just people with solar lights. That's the only lights that are lighting up the sky. Eerily quiet, but we'll keep you updated and let you know what's going on maybe in the morning. So it's the day after our unsuccessful shopping trip to Alicante. Power finally came back on at 1 o'clock this morning, and we got internet access back at 8 o'clock. So most of the day yesterday we didn't really know what was happening. We couldn't contact anybody. We had no access to social media to find out any information as to what was going on. But slowly things are getting back to normal. Here where we live today, there are no schools today. The doctors are only taking emergencies because their computer system has failed. So that's not operating properly. We still don't know what caused the power outage. The people in Portugal, the weather authorities, are saying that it was an abnormal weather phenomenon in the centre of Spain, but all the sites here, the meteorological sites, are saying that nothing was recorded on the 28th of April, no abnormal activity, including the official government site. They're also saying the same thing. They're also denying that it was a cyber attack, so I guess we'll never know. So we'll see you in the next video.